welcome to Forum 30 to Behzaad.
Thank you, Roshali.
And first of all, first interview with us. We're very glad that finally we've been able to do this with you.
Yeah, we have been looking for this time for a very long time.
Yes. Now, as ACP Sameer Rathore, how do you feel when you're in the character and when you're out of it?
Now it's been 9 months that I'm shooting for it, so I don't think so that I ever get time now to be out of my character, because I take off my costume here, rush to my house, sleep, come back and get in the same costume again. So, but yeah, I mean, playing a character for an actor, and that too, I mean, I experiment with myself. Every day I try to put in something else, because, you know, as an habit, you get sucked into it, because every day I'm doing same, it becomes monotonous. But I consciously make an effort so that I could bring something different, do something differently, say my lines differently. So I just keep an effort, and it's tough to be out of ACP Rathore now. Nowadays, whenever I stop at a traffic signal or some cops comes to me and ask me for my license, I'm a ACP, then I say, hold on, this is real life. I say, okay, this is my license, so it's like that.
Apart from this license scenario, any other aspect of Sameer that you've taken, in Behzaad's life?
I become more responsible as a person as Behzaad, because earlier I used to be a little rash as a character as Behzaad, I never used to think twice before acting, but now I think, because this character himself is a very responsible character. He's a chief of emergency task force, so he not only just have to look for himself, he has to look for the team. So that thing has, I think, somehow helped me in that way. It has made me a little more mature and sensible and wiser.
Okay. Now, we have always loved you in Geet as...
No, don't tell me. I was a bad guy there.
So, if you could do one oi for us from Geet and the typical bridge and his talwar for us, please.
Give me a second.
Sure.
ACP Rathore, get away. Oye! Geet! Kitto hai tu? That's oi.
Amazing. Thanks for that. Now, playing different roles, because you've done other serials as well. Though, for me personally, Bridge has been a fabulous character, and now ACP Sameer Rathore is someone that I'm very familiar with. Tell us about the other roles that you've played and how you felt in each role that you played.
No, one thing I did in my whatever small career of television, that I've always tried and picked up different roles. Bridge was a negative character, and after Bridge I was getting calls only to play negative character, which I not chose to. And after that, I did you can call it a cameo kind of thing for 3 months in Veer Shivaji. I played a character which is Noor Khan. He was an enemy of Shivaji. And after a point of time, when he sees good things in Shivaji, because he himself is a good man, so there was a transformation in that character. So I enjoyed playing that character as well. And not just that thing, I did few plays in between when I was not shooting for Geet, and after Geet there was a gap of 1.5 years, because so I've always tried to pick character which are different from me, and there are variations in the character. And because as an actor, it gives me a challenge, like how I'm preparing myself, because it's a lifelong journey of learning and unlearning as an actor. So I remember Noor Khan, now Bridge, as you said, was a negative character. ACP Sameer Dam Singh Rathore is a different character altogether, and it's fun and stylish. So I enjoy doing that. I enjoy actually myself in front of camera more than real life.
Are you one of those actors who loves to watch himself in the mirror?
Always.
Always.
When I was not an actor, and I was not aware that I will be an actor in future. So my mother and my sisters, they used to scold me. I remember I was a kid and I've grown up in front of them, so they always used to say, why you keep on looking in the mirror? I enter a new house, I see a mirror. My first thing, okay. So actors are born with that kind of thing.
And how do you take your popularity when you're outside, when you're not ACP Sameer or Bridge or Noor Khan?
It's a good feeling, actually. I mean, we actors live for that. Recognition, that inspires, that motivates. But As I have observed and felt all those things, first of all, I don't know how to react to it. But when I come back and think about it, that makes me humble, you know. That makes me thankful.
Tell us some of the fans who write to you, because I can tell you one on Forum 32. If I'm not going to name them, you can name them.
Yeah, I can name them. I would want to name all those people who have mailed me, who have messaged me, and since I'm poor with names, come and ask that thing in my unit. So it will be tough for me to recollect all of them, but thank you for the light. Yeah, but I remember. I mean, Ankita Ghosh, I remember. Thank you. You're so sweet. You mail me so many things, so many times, and it feels so good.
And you got a card also on your birthday.
Yeah, and that's so sweet of you. Thank you, Ankita. It never happened that I could wish you personally, but through Forum 32, I would like to thank you for that lovely, sweet card, and there's so many pictures of mine there. And you are really sweet. Keep loving me, my work, and that's how I survive. Chulbuli Anu, I remember she got angry. You reply. And first of all, I wanted to say that, like, and I would love to reply to each and every one, but it's kind of tough, you know. So I feel bad when I'm not able to reply, and my fans, they say, and they feel that, you know, I'm arrogant or something. I'm not at all arrogant. I'm as cool as you are, but it's just a little tough. So thank you, Chulbuli Anu. Don't be angry with me.
Now coming back to Arjun, doing the actions, doing the sequences that physically tire you. We recently put up your video of the crane stunt. How does it feel to do stunts like these? What goes through your head when you do these things?
You know, I think it's in me. I love doing actions, and when I was not doing it professionally in front of a camera, I think I never used to take stairs. I used to jump, cross the wall. So it's a natural instinct. It's an adrenaline rush. You don't feel tired, and that whole choreography, the whole visual, that keeps you excited and motivated. Like, you know, so when an action sequence is happening, and if I'm tired, I haven't slept for 24 hours or something, but once I go there, and once I think as a ACP Sameer Rathod, and once I think that there's a mission and I have to do something, so I get some kind of power. I don't know how to put it, but yeah, that pushes me, and I enjoy doing it actually. So action is kind of something which through this particular show, Arjun, and playing ACP Sameer Dam Singh Rathod, I'm able to satisfy that desire and that urge, because now I can't jump a wall. I'm no more a kid. So I jump a wall as ACP Sameer Rathod to save someone.
Now one more thing. Which scene or which episode did you find that there was a challenge in terms of whether it was the emotional aspect that you had to bring in? And one that comes to my mind is the Shraddh one in particular.
Yeah.
Any favorites that you have that you want to talk about? Was a challenge, and how did you overcome that?
For that matter, like, you know, every scene is important to an actor, like, you know, whether it's whatever. But yeah, there are a few scenes, like, you know, which are challenging, which needs a special preparation, different frame of mind, and that's where your skill, your flexibility, and your ability as an actor is at a test. I remember that Shraddh scene. So far in this show, like, you know, I'm playing a cop, so I have been carrying that cop's attitude, and it's into me now because I do it every day. So when that scene came to me, where how should I put it, the vulnerability of a character of not Behzaad Khan, of ACP Sameer Rathod, so taking that thing out of Behzaad Khan was a challenge. And I remember while doing the scenes, I was so filled up because It's not like you do it once and it's finished. There are cuts, there are takes, there are different angles. So I remember I was carrying my glares that time and made sure that it was black because I know that I'm gonna burst out.
Right.
In between scenes, in between takes and cuts, I used to wear it because I don't want anybody to see me that I'm crying. So, and scene from the first episode, I remember my entry, because that time it was for the first time like the world will be seeing Behzaad Khan as ACP Sameer Rathore. So there was goosebumps, there were butterflies in my tummy and nervous, of course. So that's the memorable scene from, and there are many, like there are many actually. So these two scenes I remember because this one is change kind of thing for ACP Sameer Rathore, the Shad scene, and my first scene, of course.
Right. Now, Arjun is a series where you have a number of directors coming on to different episodes. You work with different directors, but your character is same. Do you find anything that the directors either add to your character when they come on board, or they have a different take from what you perhaps would have been doing and has become a comfort zone? Has someone pushed you a little too far or a little too much so that you can perhaps give better of what you're doing?
Yeah, of course it happens. And as an actor, if you're doing a TV show, the continuity of your character after a certain point of time is something which you should possess and try to preserve. And one more thing apart from that you cannot be rigid for that.
Right.
There's always a different point of view, there's always a different way of doing something. So as an actor, I'm a director's actor. I go there in rehearsal, I put forward my things, this is how I'm gonna do, and then I leave myself open. If he has something to say about it, and if I think it's convincing, we discuss, and they all are very supportive and cooperative director. I worked with Gorky in this particular show, Noel, Randeep, Wabho, Vignesh, and of course Bhushan sir. That's the learning experience because he took us off as a character in this show, Gorky and Bhushan sir. So of course there were discussions and how to do particular scene, if I'm going loud and if I'm going in a different way. So of course they correct, and they're very good directors to work with as an actor because how I'm saying I'm open with my things, they're also open with suggestions and they think, and they let you do what you feel is correct. And if they feel something and we mutually understand and we try to put it, but yeah, it's a little tough kind of thing because every director has a different way of working, so you have to adjust and adapt to it. But in the same way, it's a very very good learning experience. So it's a good experience actually.
Now, you have different locations every day. The timings are, of course, excruciating. With all this in mind, what do you take care of when you turn into ACP Rathore?
That I have to look convincing. No matter what I'm doing, but which scene I'm doing, what's the situation currently, but I just make sure that I should look convincing as a ACP, there is a continuity of the character, I should maintain that. And yeah, I should look convincing. That's the most important thing for an actor. If he's playing anything said with conviction, that goes to you. And if I'm not convincing enough, I'm not doing my job good. So I make sure that I'm convincing.
Okay. Now, apart from all the serious stuff, tell us about the fun you have on the set with your friends. Because now it's 9 months, and I know for sure that you and Charlene have become great friends. Not that the others aren't, but because you two share a room most of the time. How is it? What is the equation like with each of them?
I mean, so far in all these 9 months, we work together. We are here for more than 24 hours sometimes, and like in these 9 months, I have seen them more often than anybody else. But it has become like a family, and every different person you meet, there are 5, 6, 7 of us, the whole unit of 80 people, directors, your team. So it helps you. I mean, I don't know. I feel I was out on a leave sometimes back, I was not there. So after a point of time, you miss it. And they're good people here. That's why things go smooth here. I mean, I should not say that because nazar lagti hai logon ki, but we never had an argument in all these 9 months. None of us. But I will name all of them. Shaleen, I'm a little elder to him, a year or two. and he's a sensible guy, good guy. We talk about almost everything in life, not just work. And also there's a kind of a rapport which we share. Sometimes our director has to say, ki, remember that you guys don't like each other as Arjun and Rathod now. So okay, Raute, tum aisa nahi kar sakte. So that's a kind of rapport with Shaleen. Siddharth, he's like a kid sometimes. So I pull his legs all the time. I treat him like someone. In my real life also, मैं भाइयों में सबसे बड़ा हूँ. So सिद्धार्थ मुझे यहाँ सबसे छोटा दिखता है. So I
सुना है कि आप सिद्धार्थ से कुछ सीख रहे हैं.
I don't know whether he will be able to teach me or not, but yeah, I tried to learn guitar just 1 or 2 classes. फिर मुझे लगा कि मुझे उससे अच्छा आता है, so I said कि please no. But yeah, I mean, I wish I can learn. I'm too lazy in that. The guitar lies down in my car all the time, but I'm too lazy to bring it out, make it in my routine that I have to take 1 hour or 30 minutes or 20 minutes or 5 minutes even consciously to learn it. So I'm not doing it. I hope I will be able to do that soon. This is me, Behzaad Khan, saying and sending loves to everyone who loves my work. I mean, your love keeps me motivated, and that pushes me, and it's important for me. Without your love, Behzaad Khan as an actor do not exist. So for my existence, your love is important, so keep loving me, and
you will keep loving me, okay? Yeah. He always pulls my leg every time.
That's why I scolded him.
Shot is ready.
Shot is ready.
Let's go.
We'll meet you again. Bye-bye.
Same time, same
Love you,
channel.
everyone.
Keep watching
Bye-bye.
Behzaad Khan.